everyone. I'm Carey Pena, and this is Frontdoors TV. I want to welcome into the studio right now Phoebe Johnson, who is the program director from Hope and a Future. And you are also a foster care success story.
I am.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited. I love the name of the organization, first of all, Hope and a Future. Let's start right there. What does that mean to you?
I think that's our huge mission is we want to make sure every child in the foster care system has hope for their future. And I think that's pretty plainly said. We want these kids to know that they're not alone and there are people out there that care and want to walk alongside of them in their lives.
There are an estimated 14,000, probably more, children
Yes.
in the Arizona foster care system. Tell me specifically what your organization does.
Yes. So Hope in a Future was created by our president, Michael Brewer, about 15 years ago. And the reason he designed Hope in a Future was because he was attending a camp for foster kids ages 7 to 11. And he saw that there was a need. There was a more need. These 11-year-olds kept asking him, like, well, what's next? Like, what else is there? Like, we want to keep seeing you. They wanted a relationship. And so Michael said, we have to do more. And so he designed Hope in a Future to support a camp for that next step, ages 12 to 15. Now, clearly it's morphed into a lot more because those 15-year-olds started asking the same questions. Well, what's next? But the goal of Hope in a Future is to build relationship with the kids that are already in the foster care system to let them know, hey, we're here for you on the good days. We're here for you on the bad days.
Yeah, and a lot of the kids that you end up helping are kids who are getting ready to age out of the system. Talk to me about the importance of that and helping them figure out the future part of that, which
Yes.
is potentially having the experience to go to college.
Correct. So Hope in a Future has multiple programs. That's kind of a wraparound service for these kids as they're growing up. A lot of us have parents that are walking us through these next steps, and these kids just don't have that. And so Hope in a Future not only has the camps that happen in the summer, but we also have a life skills program that happens once a month. We have a mentoring program. We have pay for grades tutoring. Again, all these programs are here to really encourage these kids. Hey, you have next steps. Your life isn't the four walls that you see all the time. If you want to go to college, that is a possibility. If you want to go to a trade school and learn how to do cosmetology or how to work on a car, that's very, very possible. And so we bring volunteers alongside of these kids that want to do more. And I personally know what that program looks like because I was a foster child.
Yeah, let's talk about that. This is so amazing to me that you are a success story and now you're able to work in
Yeah.
this very field and you've walked the walk.
Yeah, I'm very blessed to work in a field that I went to school for. I have a passion for it. I have a twin brother and I have two twin sisters, and we were all in the foster care system. Unfortunately, our biological mom just couldn't get it together, but that's a story for another day. But we grew up, it was very difficult. I was very blessed to be placed in a foster family that loved me and cared about me.
Because that's not always the case.
No, a lot of times kids are placed in group homes where
Yeah.
staff is taking care of them. And even if that staff loves them, it's different. It's different to have paid employees take care of you instead of a mom or a dad or even a grandma or grandparent or an aunt or an uncle. So I was very blessed to be put in a home that was full of love and they cared. They helped my brother get into the Marines and they helped me get into Grand Canyon University.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, after my first year, my foster mother passed away. She had a heart attack and it was very fast. And my support system that was really supporting me to go to college vanished. I didn't have the willpower. I didn't have that person to call on those good days or those bad days. And so I was actually going to go drop out. And I went to speak to our advisor, and the advisor was like, hold on. I want to introduce you to an organization that can help you. And I was like, what? And so they actually introduced me to Hope in a Future, and it changed my life. I walked in for the first time. I shared my story. I didn't even know I had a story to share. I shared my story. They fell in love with me. But not only did they fall in love with me, but they gave me a full ride scholarship to Grand Canyon to finish my college. I would say our organization is very cool because it's a wraparound service. Just one quick story to share is, we had Chelsea, who was at our very first camp 15 years ago. She attended that camp and she stayed with us through all the programs. She went to camp for 4 years. She stayed a part of our life skills program for the next 4 years. She graduated high school. She went on to Grand Canyon University to become a nurse. And then after she graduated, she came back to that very camp and was that camp nurse. Our organization has the ability to really follow these kids. A lot of times you only get to see those seeds that you're planting,
Mhm.
but our organization allows you not only to see the seeds that you're planting, but they can grow.
Yeah.
And you can be a part of that. And it's not always pretty. It's not always, flowers and sunshine. But when you do see them graduate, or you do see them get married, or you do see them being successful, you're like, wow, I got to be a part of that.
Yes, I made a difference.
Yes.
And people can find out more by visiting your website. That's azhope.com.
azhope.com. It gives all the history, all the programs, ways to donate, ways to get involved. It is a great resource.
Phoebe, thank you so much for
Thank
being here. And
you.
thanks again for all the work that you're doing and changing lives.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thanks to all of you for watching. I'm Carey Pena. This is Front Doors TV.